The next contestant is Kathryn Forrest with a speech titled Noted. Noted, Kathryn Forrest.
How often have you heard the feedback in Toastmasters? "Oh, you used your notes." You did not need to use your notes. Used your notes again. How many times have you been told, "Don't use your notes"? Well, I'm here to issue you with a challenge to the all-pervasive view that the use of notes in Toastmasters is bad. Very, very bad. Well, not necessarily. What matters most with a speech is conviction of delivery, familiarity with the topic, eye contact, vocal pace and variety, connection with the audience. All of these wonderful things can be achieved with or without you guessed it, notes. Some of the most famous and inspirational speeches in history have been delivered with the use of notes. Martin Luther King, "I have a dream." Winston Churchill, "Well, chaps, we'll fight them in the hills, we'll fight them on the beaches, and we will never surrender." And JFK, "And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." All tip-top, excellent speeches delivered with the use of notes. Now, it can be that if you're delivering a speech and you really do need notes, but you don't have notes, it can rapidly devolve into an uncomfortable exercise of staring off into space, waiting and waiting for divine intervention that just won't come soon enough. And it ends up becoming an awkward public display of memory loss. Notes can keep us on track and on target, sticking to our pre-planned, carefully crafted structures. Those of us with a tendency to go down each and every single rabbit hole with every unnecessary little detail. Toastmasters ramblers, you know who you are. The very act of writing notes can refine our thought processes, bringing a slick cohesion to what would otherwise be a violent spew of discombobulated thoughts. And when do notes really come into their own? We've all been there. In the event of the dreaded IT failure. The laptop's on the blink, the screen won't work, the special connector thingy's missing, and the video just won't play. Having a technology-free backup plan is your plan B, all the way through to your plan Z, that will have you thanking your lucky stars for several lifetimes at least. Now, it would be remiss of me not to acknowledge that the poor use of notes in Toastmasters can indeed badly let down a speech. Some notes are so microscopic, you just about need a magnifying glass to read them. And it's the very act of reading them that the audience starts to focus on, and not the message you're trying to convey. And some of us even resort to concealing notes on hidden body parts to really help ourselves out of a jam. And some notes are more like a book. War and Peace, the extended version. And it leaves the speaker constantly losing their place, and then refining it again, and then they lose the connection with the audience, and sorry, I'm going to need my glasses for this one. Just, the whole thing is really quite, distracting really. And sometimes notes do become that over-reliance crutch simply because they are there. And the speech starts to lose all spontaneity and conversational quality and starts to sound like a computer-generated autoscript. Yes, a computer-generated autoscript, a sleepy computer-generated autoscript. And some of us even use our notes as some kind of defensive shield to arm ourselves against the all-piercing death stares of the omnipotent Toastmasters audience. But used in the right way, notes can elevate our speech and not detract from it. Now, with all these gems of wisdom, you may well be sitting there thinking, well, I should have really taken some notes on this noteworthy note speech from the very beginning. Well, worry not, my dear Toastmasters, there is only one thing to note, and that is that the use of notes in Toastmasters is not always a very bad thing. Thank you.